Do you smell that? Smells like bull market friendship to me. But you know, in every cycle, baby dolls, there's a new wave of optimistic people. And humans are inherently optimistic. Yes, we are. We want to push everything forward. We always want to grow that extra 1%. We want to get smarter by 1%. We want to make everything better. GDP of an economy, it all goes off this. Yes, the number go up. That's why we even have the fiat Ponzi system. We want it that way. Even though it looks like everybody's getting robbed, we actually want it that way. Every new market, every new cycle, optimistic people come in, but then something happens. They take it too far. They confidently believe that they found a solution to prices going down. So if you are new, please stay in the corner, take a seat over there, and then come and join us. I'm here to tell you, you cannot program out speculative demand from a coin, from an asset, from anything. The speculative demand, the specky part, all right, that is the guessing part. That is the risk taking. That can never be taken out, ever. We can't program it out. We've tried experiments. That's why I'm actually grateful to Ricardo Corazon. He tried the whole pulse chain, pulsex experiment. Let's lock everybody's coins, delay them so they don't miss out. So they miss out on the bear market and then release it. Well, guess what? We still got the bear market. People still dump the coins anyway. It just tells you that there is no way to cheat it. You can't get everybody's coins, lock them up, transport through time, and release them. You can't do that. You need them to be rinsed. Vicious, isn't it? People will always try to move it out, though. Move it out the curve, out the duration curve. They will try different yield games. They'll try different ways of locking it up. They'll try to offer yields or incentives. They don't work. Trust me, we've tried everything. Every single cycle, every time coins go up, people bring a new idea to me, and I say, not going to work. None of them work. You can't. You have to accept it for what it is. Everything is just a function of speculative demand and the liquidity pools that everybody has to deal with. That's it. Most of the time as well, my heart breaks because during the markets on the way up, there are people who do this. They'll get involved in a Ponzi flywheel or leverage. Now, Ponzi flywheel, it's a very generic term. I just ran out of characters to explain it. Everything is a Ponzi flywheel. You know, Bitcoin was a Ponzi flywheel at one point. You know, people look at Pepe, for example. Pepe's like, oh, Ponzi flywheel. Was it? How is it any different to anything else? What does Pepe do that Bitcoin doesn't do? You know, Bitcoin's like, oh, it stores my value and it's government resistant. But guess what? A government hasn't tried to attack Bitcoin and the government hasn't tried to attack Pepe. So as far as the market's concerned, they both do the same thing. They just have a different liquidity pool and a different price pump potential. I'm being serious. This is not a joke. It's literally, what do you do with your Bitcoin that you can't do with any other coins? You just sit and hold it. I mean, you can be holding anything. You're just betting in the future. That's what you're actually doing. You are speculating on the demand of the future. That's what it is. See, friends, it comes down to that. Yes, you are a butterscotch biscuit. You've got your back straight. You've got your fluffy slippers on. You can't take out that speculative demand part. I always tell you, there is the demand side, supply side. In crypto, a lot of the people with checkered shirts and pens in their front pocket, what do? They focus on the supply side because we can actually program that supply side. We can restrict the token supply. Or we have the Bitcoin halvening, like you have it here, you know, in July 2016. You had it in May 2020. Now we're going to have it in April 2024. So that is focusing on the supply side. We can cut them out. We're programming it out. But it doesn't fix the demand side. The demand side is the actual hard work. The demand side is the extraordinary requirement to make something survive long term. Of course, Bitcoin had the first mover advantage. That's why it was able to pump. There was a world demand, a hunger for digital economies. Bitcoin burst it. Thank you very much, Satoshi. I appreciate every single one of you, friends. And also, thank you to you. Make sure you like, subscribe, press the belly button and all. I appreciate every single one of you. We are here to shock that algorithm. So it's always this Ponzi flywheel and leverage, friends. So, it started with Bitcoin. It's happened in Ethereum. It's reflexive. That's what it is. Reflexive, you go up, it goes up more, goes up more, goes up more. Something stops, right? You run out of buyers, and then it starts to go down. So the collapses on the way down are very brutal. That's why I know it's harsh to say this, all right? Well, I know this. I'll tell you this, right? So only like 5% of a coin liquidity is enough for everybody to exit. So if a coin has 100 million market cap, yeah, only 3 to 5 million can actually exit. And when they do, the price is down 80 to 90%, by the way. It's down 90%. That 5 million being extracted by the pool, wrecked. So you're going to have to just accept the fact that you will be in things that unfortunately are very volatile. This is the volatility of crypto, Now, when you're describing this, I meant to say to you the words volatility, but I don't want to, because when we hear this word volatility, what we think is things go up, things go down. But it doesn't describe it enough to us. Like dropping minus 95%, I don't want to use the word volatile, all right? That's a scam. You might say, yeah, okay, all of crypto drops 95%. Is it all a scam? Yeah. Yeah, it is. I don't like it. It hurts. But why I put that in our mind is because eventually it's going to come time to sell in the euphoria. And I want you to know, remember, man, just as fast as we go up, we can run out of buyers tomorrow. And then we start going down. And it's a long way down to Goblin Town. That's why people always try to figure out a solution. And God bless them for trying. Unfortunately, it doesn't work. Terra Luna was a victim of that. Terra Luna went down. It's the same thing. But it's never a new paradigm. It never is. This is Terra Luna. Okay, this is Terra Luna. Look at this rally, man. Look at this rally. Of course, there was the part that went to zero. But look at this rally. I just want you to know, man, this is all of 2021. So from 2021, at the end of 2021, it's up 225x. There is still historical records on Twitter land from Do Kwon, the founder, where he was acting like very egotistical, very confident, calling people stupid. And people were saying, man, you're running a Ponzi. It can't work. If the peg breaks of your stable coin and people don't want to, transact for $1 anymore, you're going to have to print an infinite amount of Luna. And that infinite supply sends the value to zero. And he said, no, you're stupid. It would have happened by now. You see, friends, this game is hard. You have to have your wits about you. It was not easy. And look at this, okay? Look at this. This is where you're going to be like, wow. So see this part? I remember this part. This was the killer. This is the actual killer. This was when, I'm not kidding. Up here, I was telling people, man, you got to be careful of Luna. Just get out. You made a lot of money. And then it went down. I still have memories when we went up here. All right. You know who you are. I hope you're listening. You're a CUNT. I tried to warn everybody. All right. They tried to take me down. And I kept telling everybody, you're in a freaking Ponzi. You're up 44x against Ethereum. You got to get something out. I told a lot of people, but a lot of the abuse, friends. This is what happens when people have their pants off and their pupils are dilated and they are injecting every single illicit substance that they can get their hands on. It's impossible to tell them to go home. Try telling a nightclub at 11:30, go to everybody in the nightclub and says, it's time for you to go home, buddy. And they said, excuse me, I just started drinking. Get out of my face. They're not going to listen. It's impossible. It's sad and I weep. And of course, because, out of 20 people, there's one wins and then 19 lose. Win, lose. And that's because of the liquidity. So total Luna, I think had 60 billion in here. That's right. 3 billion got to escape. 3 billion. But what happens to the other 57 billion? Those are the numbers. That final flush up, friends, this one. This was the killer. Here, I thought, okay, it's settled down. I told everybody to get out. But this one, when it went up that final time, that was everyone was like, okay, this is the real financial future here. See, you know what comes next. That's why you're not taking this seriously. But now everybody took this seriously, man. Everybody, look at this chart. This is April 2022. Look at the friend. Just please have an appreciation for this. In April 2022, Luna was only 20% down. So you are into the US Fed hiking. Everybody knows. By the way, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and every altcoin has been murdered beyond imagination here already. Look what happens, okay? They got crushed, and they were starting to recover, but they had the big scare already. And then, bang, all the way out. Down, down, down. Just kept inflating. So, what are you meant to do? What are you meant to do? The answer is, what you're meant to do is, I know the answer. See, people are going to look at their portfolio quote up the start. All right, because this is a perfect example, friends. Remember, we're speaking about people think they reinvent the wheel. They always say new paradigm, and the prices are going up. It technically is a new paradigm, right? But when you are up here, you can see your portfolio quote. Now, I've noticed the problem. The problem is if you never sell anything, you're going to see a giant portfolio number here, and when it goes down, you're never going to get out. Ever. Because you don't want to, you're like, I'm not taking a loss. It was just $105 here. Look at this. It was $117 here. You don't want to get out at $60 or $50 or $40 or $30 or $20. You don't want to get out there. So what do? Well, obviously you take profits along the way. So I changed to a weekly chart. That's the answer, man. The answer is to take profits along the way. Now, I made a video before showing you. There was a guy who Do Kwon mocked, right? I think his name is Freddie. He mocked him here. Freddie said, Luna can go to zero, and here's how. And he was literally mocked. Look when he did the price thing at $35, friends. You see, it's not easy, man. It's not easy. Look, we said it was a Ponzi at $35. It went up to 100, comes back down to 50, goes back up to 110. See? It's tough, man. And look at this. Look how you were still in pain in April. In April, you're still not in pain. I mean, if you were short. So I promise you, the only way to escape is when you see people partying, their pants are off. There's glitter everywhere. They're wearing cowboy hats, right? Too many people without their bras on. Just, you have to start snipping out your portfolio. That's what I'm going to do. As I'm telling everybody, I'll be making videos periodically during that time, and I'll be saying, hey, friends, I've noticed a lot of us are partying. There's a lot of memes. I think you should go to your portfolio right now and clip out 5% for this week. You take out 5%, and what you do is you put it into a stable coin, right? You're going to pay your taxes on that, put it in a stable coin, and you're going to send it to another wallet, another cold wallet. That's it, and you're done. You should actually pay your taxes straight away. This is not for dip buying. Not for dip buying. That's how people never want to stop the party. That's the only way to do it. 5% 1 week. And then a week later, I'll say, hey, friends, everyone's still partying a lot. Go to your portfolio again. Take out another 5%. Okay? And ultimately, at the end of the day, we're just waiting for that big fat euphoria, which probably it never comes. There's a lot of different waves of euphoria. There's waves, wave. So you just hope that over a few clean moves, you've taken out like anywhere. It could be like 15 up to like 55 to 65%, depending on how much euphoria you see. But that's the thing, right? If you're able to chop your portfolio out that much, when it comes to that very, very top, instead of trying to like imagine some giant number and being scared to get out, you've at least taken something out. That's the only way to do it. Basically, what you're doing is you're never letting yourself get to a portfolio number so big, the maximum it'll ever be, because 95% of people will not be able to click out and get out. They don't want to do that, because all the hodl memes are out. There's no way. Look, friends, you've been holding for this long. You're not going to sell on this 50% move. You're not going to sell on it. They don't. Okay, so now you've learned something today. You've learned that you are my friend. Like, subscribe, bell button, all. We're going to learn from the future, friends. Remember, it's never a new paradigm. We've got to watch consumer sentiment. Catch you in the next one.